Country music radio, it's not what it used to be.
Angie Senger with Old Men Stories Opry, and I'm here talking with David Green.
Yes,
David Green, who I just met a moment ago.
Yes, ma'am.
And you wrote a great song that we want to make sure we can showcase on Old Men Stories Opry. And the name of the song is
Like
1950
at
at the Grand Ole Opry.
Right.
And I haven't heard it. I can't wait to hear this song. And what inspired you to write this?
Wow, that's a good question. I'm not totally sure, to be really honest about it. On my CD that I have, it's a two-part deal, and the first part is the song, and then afterwards I have another track on there that kind of explains how the song came to be. But it basically just started coming to me at work, and I think about music all the time, and kind of passes the time at work and things of that nature. But it started coming to me. I started scribbling it down on a piece of cardboard and ended up with what I have after some changes and.
Now, did the words come to you, or was it
yeah.
words and the melody altogether?
Oh, no. Music is not the issue. Music always comes to me. That's never a big deal because I've been a picker for as long as I can remember. But no, the song itself, I'm not a songwriter, but this song just kind of came to me. It has a lot to do with the subject matter, probably, is because I'm very upset with the direction of so-called country music today. It's not country.
Now, right now, we are sitting here at the National Traditional Country Music Association 40th Annual Festival.
Yep, correct.
And there's 600 musicians or so here, and they all feel like that.
I would agree.
Every one of them feels like that.
Agree.
That's why they're all here.
Right.
That's why the attendance stays here, because that's the way we all feel. So I think this is a appropriate time for this song. And we had all kinds of sound effects. We get crickets, we get music in the background, because we're here doing music.
Hey, it's the back porch pickers type thing, you know. I mean, when you were out picking on the back porch, the crickets and the birds and whatnot singing, that was all part of it.
So tell me a little bit about David Green. Where are you from?
I was born and grew up in Avoca, Iowa, which is about 2.5 hours south of here, 35 miles from Council Bluffs, give or take. And that's where I'm from. My family, my dad's side of the family, which is the musical side of the family, is from down in Kansas, and that's where most of that came from.
So how long have you been coming to this festival?
Well, the first one of Bob's festivals I ever went to was when it was still over in Council Bluffs at West Fair, and that was when I was probably 12. And
Wow.
Yeah, and then we didn't go for quite a few years because it just didn't work out. But then it came to Avoca, and it was there for many years. Bob put it on there for many, many years, and then he moved to Missouri Valley, and then now he's here in Mars.
So this is my second year. Just my second year.
Yeah, and this is much smaller than it used to be. I remember the days of Avoca. Me and several of the other performers have talked about this. It's just amazing when you think back about how huge it was by this time, 20 years ago. Yeah, 20 years ago, let's just say. You couldn't find a place to park your RV anywhere. And now but people get older and they die. And they're unable to come anymore. And that's kind of the situation.
And the younger ones are listening to the younger music.
Yeah, absolutely. I cornered Bob's wife, Sheila, one time over at Anita, because I play over at Anita at their Oak Tree Opry also. And I said, Sheila, what are we going to do in 20 years? And she didn't know what I was saying. And I said, in 20 years, your man will be gone. I said, our whole audience here will all be either dead or in the nursing home. What are we going to do? And her response was, it'll be over. And
I think that's true.
Yeah.
And I think that's true, and it's a sad story.
And sad.
But we'll have your song.
Well, yeah.
We'll have your song in perpetuity. So
yeah.
Let's listen to this great song you wrote.
Okay.
It's a great inspiration.
Thank you.
It's David Green.
Mm-hmm.
And the song is Like 1950 at the Grand Ole Opry.
Right.
By David Green.
Lord, I wish today was 1950 at the Grand